Everyone, I'm renovating this bathroom and I'm starting by the toilets. I'm going to show you in this video how to install the Neo 320 by Luxe and the Luxe Comfort Fit Slow Close toilet seat step by step. It is very easy and anybody should be able to install it. So just follow the simple step by step that I'm going to show you and you should have your bidet working in no time. So the very first thing we're going to do is turn off the cold water and be sure that it's completely turned off if you want to avoid having several gallons of water on your face. Our next step is going to be removing the old seat. I simply pop the cover and unscrew it. I can only show you with one hand because I'm holding the phone, but what you're going to do is hold the nuts in the back and then simply unscrew the top until it comes off. This is the easiest part and it shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes. And the old seat is out and now it's time to discard it. Next step. And I would strongly suggest you to lay all the part this way. That way you have everything organized and an easy access to the part. We're going to use the toilet seat hardware, those white round parts. Similar looking parts come with the bidet, but we're not going to use it since we're using the Luxe toilet seat that is made for the bidet. Now we're going to take the bidet assembly and we're going to align it with the toilet holes, and we're going to use these round parts that come with the toilet seat, not the ones that come with the bidet. They're going to help us align everything and all the hardware to the holes. Next, locate the hardware that's already pre-assembled and unscrew it because we are going to use the grommet that is clear in the middle. As you can see, we're going to use that grommet, and before we attach our seat, we're going to put this grommet in the hole, and we're going to do that twice for the right side and the left side. Very straightforward, just pop that in the hole. And now it's time to align everything and install our bidet. So you're going to align the holes and then you're going to use these round parts to just find the perfect alignment. So we're going to be able to put the bearings with the bolts. So you take this part, you just slide it there and you turn it until everything aligns and you're able to put these bearings with the bolts. Very easy, very straightforward. You just let it go through the hole. And now is a good time to check that everything is aligned properly. You can use this shot to compare. Everything seems right, so now we're going to use the other side to tighten. So here are the plastic nuts that you're going to need to tighten on the other side. It's going to be hard for me to film and do it at the same time. So let me put the camera down and do it. And again, this installation is very simple and straightforward. All the materials or the parts seem to be very good quality. So far, so good. And now that we have tightened everything, make sure that everything is tight and centered. It's time to put our covers and then we're going to be able to install our seat. This is very easy, just pop it in and then it should click in place if you have tightened it properly. And now it's time to use my favorite feature of this seat is the quick release system. So all we have to do is really align it and slide it down. And voila, just in a few minutes we have a hardware for the bidet and the seat installed. Now it's time to hook up the bidet and have it work. And our next step is going to be disconnecting the water hose at the top, but don't forget to empty the tank, otherwise you're going to get a free shower. It's also a smart idea to put a towel at the bottom so you can catch the little residual dripping. Now you're going to go to your hardware and grab this T adapter. This is going to allow us to connect the cold water to the bidet, remove the plastic protective parts, and make sure that the rubber gasket is inside. Make sure, double check, triple check, because without that you're going to get a lot of leaks. And then simply tighten it, but never over tighten anything. Just tighten it by hand and then maybe a quarter more. And now it's time to reconnect our cold water hose to our T adapter. Simply screw it back. And again, it's very important that you do not over tighten those because you risk damaging the rubber gasket. So just hand tighten it and then go a quarter more with a tool. No more than that. And then you're going to locate this metal hose, and to dumb it down, the small size is going to go to the bidet side and the big size is going to go to the T adapter. And same thing, as you can see, you have a clever system to tighten it, but don't over tighten it. Tighten it by hand and then one quarter more with the wing nut. These should only take you a couple minutes. And we simply do the same thing on the bidet side. Same thing, this should only take us a couple minutes. Be sure to connect it properly to the cold side because you have two sides and they are clearly marked blue and red in the back. We've made a lot of progress. Now onto the hot side. Now turn off the hot water that you have previously located under your sink. Easy step. make sure that it's completely off. It would be smart to use another towel underneath to catch the little dripping and spillage that's going to occur when we're going to disconnect the hoses. You're going to use this tool, this little black tool, to disconnect this hose. It should be fairly easy and should only take you a few seconds. Once this hose is disconnected, we are going to want to locate this T adapter, which is going to allow us to connect our hot water to the bidet and make sure that the rubber gasket is inside. It's very important. The kit comes with this tape that I would highly suggest you to use on the thread, as it will definitely help avoiding leaks. So simply screw the adapter to the hot water. Again, do not over tighten it, just by hand and then a little quarter. And now it's time to reconnect our sink hose to the hot water. You can use the provided plastic wrench. You might have to drill a hole in your vanity to be able to have the wide hose that comes with your kit reach the hot water, but it took me only a couple seconds to do that with a simple house drill. Next, we are going to unscrew this part of the T adapter, and we are going to thread the part that we just removed through the wide hose, and this will allow us to securely connect it to the hot water. So just simply insert it this way all the way in until it's properly secured, and then we're simply going to screw in the nut that we threaded in the wide hose, and this will securely attach our wide hose to the hot water and to the bidet. You can use the black wrench again to secure it, but do not over tighten it. And now it's time to turn all the water back on, and drum rolls, it's time to do our first test. So of course I'm going to put it in the position of nozzle clean, and ta-da! It works perfectly. Both water works, hot, cold, everything works properly, there is no leaks. So now we have our install perfectly done, step by step. I hope this was helpful, and as you can see, I moved myself out of the way, but it works perfectly, both position, feminine and rear. So this is an amazing bidet. I think that is way worth the price, extremely easy to install, anybody could install it, and I hope this video was helpful. I would highly recommend it, both of them, and most importantly, I would highly recommend you to get the seat, the LUXE seat that has been specifically designed for the bidets. I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching.